Hey guys, what is going on? It's the Mad Kiger here, and today, guys, up here today, we have something completely different. Today, I like to try and keep my opinions on things quite tame, and I don't like to get into subjects and topics in the news and all of this stuff. But I do want to try and actually start doing these sort of topics and things, and actually giving some sort of seriousness to the channel, and not necessarily seriousness, but in a way that we can sort of take the channel in a direction that sort of isn't just, one thing anymore. If you don't like this sort of video, I won't do anymore. I'm trying something new here, and yeah, I'm hoping it will come out all right. But this topic that we're talking about is quite a big topic, and it's basically, is social media dying? And what I mean by social media dying is essentially that social media is no longer social media. Now, today's topic, we're going to be talking about something that's happening, but I hope to do more videos along the line that sort of all link together, and we talk about this along the side of because it's not just affecting, social media, it's affecting YouTube, it's affecting things, essentially like forms of censorship. And now we're living in a society where it's all about context now, and people are having to stop being themselves. And, a lot of social medias are becoming like a dictatorship because of all these rules and regulations we now have. So, but that being said, today, guys, we are talking about Tumblr. Now, I don't know if you heard in the news, Tumblr has basically decided that they are shutting down any 18 plus related things within certain guidelines, apart from things like artwork and certain things like that. Now, I know a lot of people are going to sit there and go, oh God, here we go, Tumblr. Now, I do use Tumblr every now and then. I'm not going to lie, but I know. Don't even say it. Don't say it, because I know what you're thinking. But this isn't a defense in any way. I'm talking about the actual situation and some things that I think need to be taken into consideration before you sit here and, decide what you think is, to choose a side, sort of break it down for you. Now, if you don't know what Tumblr is, essentially it is a blog, social media app and website. And essentially, yes, I'm not going to sit here and lie, it does have a lot of porn on it. Tumblr is known for its load of porn because Tumblr is built on the whole idea of being a website that you can post whatever you want within reason, of course, not the illegal shit. It's general knowledge. Stuff that is wrong and illegal isn't going to be allowed on it. That's general guidelines. Anything that doesn't really have much guidelines has always, got these certain things that you're not allowed to like being, because if you've got a website where you can post whatever you want on it and you can post illegal shit, it's instantly going to get taken down, because if you've got illegal shit going on, you know what's going to happen. They're going to have to shut it down. I'm not sitting here defending that, but what makes Tumblr so great is the fact that people don't have to censor themselves, and it's a website that's built on not censoring yourself. Yes, there is a lot of porn on there, and but again, let's just talk about porn for a minute, because porn's been around for fucking years. Now, essentially, somebody decided, what, we can, what is something that everyone does, everyone is going to go through in their life, getting horny, getting, attracted. And what do you do when you're horny? It's quite obvious, you masturbate. Again, sensitive topic. If you don't want to hear any more, step away from the video. Don't complain at me, just step away from the video. It's quite simple. This is a pretty, adult topic we're talking about here. But somebody decided, what, we can make money off porn, because we can basically sell pictures sell pictures in magazines. We can record them and make videos. And then somebody created the internet, which basically was, you can do whatever you want on the internet. The internet was created to put the power in anyone's hand, because essentially anyone can create a website. Anyone can use the internet to put whatever they want on there, whether it's, illegal or not. is a different thing. But, you know, porn has been around for years. It always has, and it's not going anywhere. And the reason why everyone thought, you know what, we're going to go on the internet and put porn on the internet, and why the internet is filled with so much porn, is because the whole lot, you know, before there was the internet, people would have to go out and buy the movies and the books and the comics, or what, not comics, but the magazines and all that stuff, and the pictures. And, you know, that sort of idea, you know, when your business is related to an adult thing, and, you know, obviously if you go out and buy porn, you're considered to be a perverted person, even though, you know, it's one of these things that everyone does, nobody talks about. It's still embarrassing if you were to go out and buy something like that. It still is. Now we have like the internet where you can buy all these things and watch all of these things because somebody thought, you know what, we'll put it on the internet because there is no judgment, basically. If you watch porn, the only person that's going to know about it is you, and then anyone who basically, if you don't, you know, hide your history and all this stuff, everyone knows about that. But what I'm saying is, porn isn't going anywhere. It really isn't. And that brings me to my whole thing of, well, Tumblr is built on this whole idea of there is no limits to what you can post apart from within the certain guidelines. But the thing is, porn can be found on any form of social media. It can be found on Facebook. There's been many a time where I've scrolled through my Facebook and then somebody has posted a porn video into one of my groups that's got nothing to do with porn, by the way. It's a gaming group, and people post porn on there. They post porn on fucking Twitter. There's porn on bloody Instagram. Fucking hell, the amount of cam girls that are on Instagram and the amount of people trying to sell pictures and videos is on Instagram and Snapchat. You know, again, these sort of things will get taken down if they break the rules. You know, Instagram and Facebook do have a much more stronger policy on nudity and anything sex related. If it's found, it will instantly get taken off and you'll get banned. No, you know, whereas Tumblr doesn't work like that. If you post porn on Tumblr, you're not going to get banned in any way unless it's, you know, anything illegal. And essentially what has happened was child porn was found on Tumblr. Now that is wrong. You know, child porn, we don't need to sit here and justify it in any way. Child porn is wrong. It shouldn't be on Tumblr. However, child porn could be on Facebook. Child porn is everywhere on the internet. You can find child porn quite easily if you're actively looking for it. I wouldn't recommend doing it unless you want to get fucking, you know, butt fucked in jail. I'm joking, but don't do it. Don't do it. It's common knowledge. Don't do it. You will go to jail and you will fuck your life up. So don't do it. If you're having any thoughts along those lines, go and talk to a counsellor or a therapist and try and talk through it, you know. But it's still, the end doesn't justify the means. But if you are one of these people that are having thoughts about it, do not fucking do it. Just go and get it sorted if you can. I don't know if there's help out there for people like that. There probably is. All I'm saying is that, again, it's wrong if you're a paedophile. It's wrong, obviously. But if you're not a paedophile, but you're having these sort of thoughts, then go and sort it out, is what I'm trying to say. Don't look for it on the internet, because all you're doing is basically putting yourself in a really, really bad way again, and you're basically fucking your life up over something. I'm not going to sit here and talk about paedophiles anymore. I'm just saying it was found on Tumblr. But again, if you're actively looking for something, you're going to find it. Again, this whole idea that, oh my God, it's overreacting, because essentially how Tumblr works is it's a blog-related site. If you post something on Tumblr, anyone can take your post and reblog that. And basically, yeah, you know, how it works is, you know, if I was to put, say, for example, if I took a picture of my cat, for example, I put that on Tumblr, anyone can reblog that. And that's how it works. And the thing is with Tumblr, a lot of things will get put in circulation. If somebody has child porn, puts on Tumblr, anyone else, any other person can take that picture, reblog it, and then, you know, constantly keep reblogging it. And basically the source where it came from could be deactivated. It could instantly be deactivated. But as long as someone else has got that picture and has reblogged it, it's constantly going to get reblogged. Unfortunately, it happens. Now, that happens with anything. If I post a picture of my cat, somebody can reblog that, somebody else can reblog the reblogging, kind of like reblogception, basically. But that's how it works, essentially. Now, this whole idea of how this child porn has moved into the circulation is, well, one of two things has happened. Well, one of three things essentially could have happened. First thing is somebody has posted it, instantly created another account and kept reblogging it themselves, so it's in circulation. So every time they post it, they'll make another account, reblog it, delete the original account that it's from, so therefore you can't find the source where it's come from, and everyone who's reblogged it again is the same person constantly reblogging it, which is basically, and covering their tracks. It's not, you can find them, it's not covering your track completely, but it does make it harder to find the original person who's posted something. Like I said, if I post a picture of my cat and it's been reblogged 100 times, it's going to be hard to find the original source unless somebody leaves a link in the the link to the original source in their reblog. You're never going to find it, and sometimes sometimes you can, with a little persistence, you'll find it, but again, that's how it works. Another way is, again, if someone's posted anything like child porn on Tumblr and any other paedophiles have found that and they're reblogging it, again, same principle, it's getting shared around from all these people. Again, if you're actively searching for it on Tumblr, you will find it, again, with anything. I wouldn't recommend doing it. Like I said, I can't stress that enough, but it's going to be found if you're actively searching for it. And another thing that, in my opinion, this is probably what's happened, is bots. It needs to be talked about. Tumblr is full of sex bots. And then again, so is everything. So is Facebook, so is Kik, so is fucking Skype, and so forth. Now, essentially, how it works on Tumblr, if there's, a bot or something will create an account and then have pictures, say for example, if there's a gay porn, for example, again, touchy subject, if you don't like it, fuck off, I'm talking about something serious here and you'll see why at the end, what I'm trying to get at, is that if somebody posts, a bot or a person was to post a gay porn site which has a picture of a gay person or a guy naked or two people having sex or whatever it is they are posting, it will always have the same thing at the bottom. Come meet me here at this website, and it will leave a link to an external website, which again is either a gay dating site or a gay porn site or a normal porn site, lesbian porn site, whatever it is posting, it's going to constantly do that. Now, how it works is it will constantly post pictures and videos, again, that have been reblogged. So it's finding other people's who's reblogged that and essentially reblogging it with their, obviously, little, come meet me here. Now, sometimes, here's where it gets a little bit complicated, because sometimes it doesn't actually know what it is reposting. And I can actually confirm this, because I put a picture up once of, when I got my modded Xbox, when I put the picture in the parcel, I put that on Tumblr, and it was reblogged by someone, and it had that tagline, come meet me at gaysex.com, and then it had all the tags gay sex and all this shit, even though the picture had nothing to do with any form of gay sex. Maybe there's nothing to do with it. Now, how it works is either one of two things. If somebody has posted anything or liked or reblogged anything to do with gay sex in the past, then maybe the bot automatically assumes. But again, it may not be that intelligent. Maybe I'm overthinking things here, but that's a possibility. But there's the proof right there, what I've just said. If I could get the post up, it was so long ago, if I could get the post up, I would post it up. If I find the post, somehow, I'll put it up on my Twitter or something, just to prove what I'm trying to say here. But it's just to prove right there that these bots find pictures and anything in circulation from other people's blogs and put them on there to try and act like they're a normal blog, when in reality they're not a normal blog, they're a bot. So they take pictures. So that might have been what happened, is a bot has found a picture of, I don't know what this child porn it was found. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to look it up, of course. But it could, if there is an underage guy or something, or woman or whatever, or girl, I don't know what it is, I don't want to think about what it is, but you know, these bots could easily get hold of that. Now the bot doesn't realize it's child porn. Again, like I just said, it didn't realize what the actual picture is. It just knows to share and reblog other people's stuff to act like it's a normal blog. So that's probably another thing that might have happened. And unfortunately, these bots don't go away too easily. And that's one of the issues with Tumblr, of all these porn blogs and porn bots, is this sort of thing can happen. Now, here's where, now that that's been said and we've talked about, you know, what has happened, here's where the sort of thing that sort of, in my opinion, is a little bit unfair. There are a lot of people on Tumblr that do post porn and will post, you know, commissions and artwork and things like that. And what's great about Tumblr is it's a website that doesn't really have much restrictions. If you were to post anything like that on Facebook, it's instantly going to get taken down. And how Tumblr works is, you know, you can post these pictures and videos on there and it's not going to get taken down unless you're posting anything illegal. But the problem is that now they are completely going, you know what, something bad has happened, instead of actually investigating what has happened and, you know, where this child porn has come from. Essentially, we're just going to shut down and everyone has to suffer, because there are people on Tumblr, you know, that make work from 18 plus stuff, like I said, the cam girls and all this stuff. Again, I don't necessarily agree with that stuff, but again, a job's a job at the end of the day. If that's how you make your money, that's how you make your money, unfortunately. Don't moan at I guess it's one of those things, you know, is the person doing it wrong, or are the people who are buying it wrong? You know what I mean? Porn can be found on Tumblr. Why do you need to pay for it? Again, I don't know. But I just think this whole concept of censorship, that's what the issue is, in my opinion, is you've created a website that doesn't have these restrictions, and now because something bad has happened, instead of investigating it, we're just going to completely overreact and shut everything down. And that's what this world is coming to, is overreacting on social media. God, the amount of things people put on social media, and people just overreact, because we live in a society now where it's all about context and it's all about what isn't said. And the problem is, when the internet was created, you basically gave the power to people. And then when you create social media, you give more power to people by going, you can post whatever you want on the internet. And you can complain, and you can create these petitions, and you can do all of this stuff over something so stupid. Like I've seen many a time where people, something about, my partner told me something about on I'm a Celeb, the world was, there were people complaining because they were in their underwear, and it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, get over it kind of thing. But unfortunately, that's how the world is working now. And unfortunately, there is no more censorship is taking over social media. It's already happened on YouTube, unfortunately, with this whole monetization, because, again, it was overreaction to, you know, there were a couple of videos that were monetized that had racist comments on it, and the whole world went crazy. But again, the bot, these ads didn't know what they were going on. If there's an account that's been monetized, the ads don't know what they're going on. It's not their fault. It's essentially how it works, unfortunately. And I think it's stupid that we live it now. YouTube is basically becoming iTube, essentially. By iTube, what I mean is one thing. This AI is basically saying, or whoever's in charge of YouTube is basically saying, you know what? You're not allowed to be who you are now. You're basically, be who, if you want that money from YouTube, you have to follow our rules and regulations and basically forfeit any of your credibility and any of your ingenuity and any of your personality, and fucking just push it all away and become some fucking tool. It's stupid. It's fucking horrendous. And the same shit, this is what is pissing me off with this whole 18 plus shit being taken away on Tumblr. Do you know what? Tumblr actually has a thing where if you post anything sensitive on Tumblr that is marked sensitive, you know, violence, sex, you know, drugs or anything like that, it will get marked sensitive. And unless you've been verified, and if you don't, and if you have safe mode on, you ain't gonna see that. It does have these. If you're on Tumblr and you don't want to see porn, it's easy. You just turn on safe mode. That's how you do it. So if that's the case, why is everything else being taken off? Again, I'm not necessarily trying to take a side. I'm looking at this from a logical point of view. The fact that it's an overreaction and people are going crazy. Like I said, at the end of the day, there's three things you need to take bear from this this topic, what I've been saying. There's three things, I can summarise it. First things first, porn has always been around and it's always going to be around. It will be found in any form of social media. If you're looking for it, you'll find it, unfortunately. Second thing is, don't create a website that's based on a principle of you can post whatever you want, and it does have a safe mode if you don't want to do that. And because one little thing happens, you have to instantly shut that down and change the rules and basically censor people. Again, another form of censorship and another form of people overreacting. And the third thing, again, I just think this world is stupid. It's all about contacts now. It's all about people sitting here and going, you know what? Oh, I don't like something. So what am I going to do about it? I'm going to complain on the fucking internet. And you know what? Everyone else is going to take my side and then all this shit happens. Problem is, with the internet now, the power is in people's hands. Too much power in people's hands. You know, I believe in freedom of speech and all of this. But again, I think people take things too far in today's society and they just ruin it for people. And then you've got, things that are changed. Oh my God, Simpsons swore. So now the Simpsons will never ever swear again, for example. Oh my God, Family Guy said the N-word. So now Family Guy's censored again. It's that sort of thing that is happening to this world. That stuff, what I just said, hasn't happened. But that's something, that's just an example of what could actually happen. And another thing that if you're censoring and you're basically doing what, you're censoring Tumblr, then why not censor Instagram? You're not allowed to post any bikini pictures on there. Why not, Facebook? Let's censor Facebook. If you swear on Facebook, you'll get banned. And that's the sad thing, is that's probably going to happen because we live in a society now where originally things that weren't a problem are now a problem. And that's the problem, is that people take... You know what? The best way to sum it up is everything that's been complained about has been done. And now people are trying to find every little thing that they can to complain about because they have nothing better to do with their life but can complain on the internet and think that they're actually changing the world. You're not changing the world. You're complaining on the internet to, these people. The wrong people pick it up. These wrong news journalists, these fucking FCC and all of this shit. They all take it up and they take it out of proportion. And unfortunately, what are you doing? And unfortunately, that's how it's happening. It gets blown out of proportion. And then you're not changing the world. You're making it basically a piss pot variation of a world. You're not changing the world in any means. And the thing is, they feel accomplished because they've gone, oh yay, now we're never gonna, now this TV show's never gonna show nudity on it. Now this TV show's not gonna have any gay people on it. And in another way, in another sense, it's discrimination and bigotry. Huh? It's discrimination and it's bigotry, but they hide it in the form of they actually are trying to care. When the reality is, you don't care. You see something you don't like, you complain on the internet, other people agree with you, it gets blown out of proportion, and then what you're basically doing is you're being a bigot. You don't like it, but instead of actually admitting to the fact that I don't like something and I might be a bit of discriminating in some senses, let's get everyone else involved and complain together and act like we're changing the world. You're not. You're being a bigot. You're being a bigot and you're not looking at things logically. So what if two people have kiss on EastEnders? Who cares? Two guys kiss on EastEnders. Oh my God, the world goes crazy. I don't watch EastEnders, but that's something that's happened before. I'm sure of it. And it's like, who the fuck cares? You're being a bigot, and instead of admitting you're a bigot, you're complaining on the internet and trying to change it. If you don't like something, don't look. It's simple. If you don't like something, don't get involved. It's like these people, oh my God, a woman breastfeeding her baby in public. Oh my God, it's crazy. If you don't like it, don't look. Don't complain, don't look. It's quite simple. If you don't like something, instead of complaining about it and going on the internet and moaning about it, I see the irony in this now, but that's the point. Don't complain about it, just don't look. Just go, you know what? Cool. Do you? Let people be themselves. Again, I know child porn shouldn't be on Tumblr, but unfortunately these things will get through. And yes, I understand where they're coming from. You know, if you're allowing porn to be on Tumblr, it's hard for them to sort of go, you know what, if there's porn on Tumblr, again, like I said, with this whole reblogging system and the bots and stuff like that, it is hard to try and find out where it originally came from and track them down and sort it out like that. I know it's hard to do that, but unfortunately, it's not going to stop it from happening. And even if you do take away all of this 18 stuff, it's still not going to change the fact that it's going to be on there. If you look, you'll find it. It will still be on there. So in a way, is this all for vain? Yes. Do I think Tumblr should remain an 18 plus site? It's not an 18 plus site. It's only an 18 plus site if you turn on off safe mode and you like these porn blogs. The only way you'll like porn, you'll see porn on Tumblr is if you follow porn things, which will then again, you'll find other reblogs and you'll see all this stuff. And then you'll get all these porn vlogs following you and stuff like that. So if you go on Tumblr and you're just on there for like anime stuff, you're not going to see porn unless you search for it. It's quite simple. That's what I'm trying to say. It will only be found if you're looking for it. And then now you're basically saying, oh, something bad's happened. Let's go crazy and completely change exactly what we were meant to be in the first place. Same thing's happening with YouTube, unfortunately. I don't really want to sit here and to act like I'm trying to keep it on there because I want to go on Tumblr and watch porn. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say this whole social media and how they're trying to control social media and how they change the rules instantly when something bad happens. It's crazy, you know. When will it come to the point where Facebook won't even let you swear? You know what I mean? It's crazy, you know. It's trying to freaking basically, you're taking away people's right of freedom of speech because you don't like something, basically. There's a difference between saying something and being a bigot. You know, if you make a racist comment, you're racist, that's right. But if you go on the internet and complain about, you know, say for example, if I go on Facebook and say, oh, I hate gay people are wrong, you're a bigot. And obviously I don't, you know, being bisexual myself, I'm not going to hate on gay people, obviously. I'm not stupid, I'm one of these people. But you're not going to sit there and go, oh, if I put a post on Facebook, oh, I hate gay people are disgusting and all this shit, then that's me being a bigot. But if I put on there, oh my God, 2 people kissed on EastEnders, then everyone's going to be on my side. How does that work? I'm not a bigot, I'm actually speaking out for what everyone else is thinking. I'm not. I'm being a bigot, and instead of people actually seeing that you're being a bigot, there's all these people that seem to agree with you and think you're some sort of god. You're not. You're just a guy complaining on the internet because you've got nothing better to do with your life. End of story. Well, that's that. I'll try and do more of these videos if you guys like it. Sorry if it seems like I'm trying to take a stance on this. I think, you know, if Tumblr does do this, at the end of the day, it's still going to be on there. Porn will still be on there. It always will be. So don't, if you are one of these people that are complaining because Tumblr's your porn site, don't complain really. There's porn to be found everywhere. But I think a lot of people that like Tumblr because it is a site where there isn't much restrictions apart from the original, you know, the main stuff, you know, the normal restrictions, what you'd find on a site with, you know, no restrictions. Everything's got to have some sort of restrictions within the, you know, the law, I guess, you know what I mean? So otherwise you will get shut down if you're a website that goes, oh, we allow child porn. you're going to get shut down instantly. No, there's no word about it. It does say no child porn and all this stuff. So don't shut it. It already has its rules. So don't shut it down because the rules are already in place. It's not Tumblr's fault. It's whoever's posted it. And like I said, that's why I explained this whole how it works situation. And I think it's just being blown out of proportion. And I think in general, everything gets blown out of proportion today. And we live in a society where instead of actually admitting to the fact that we are being bigots, and people will admit to the fact that they're being bigots because they don't like something, they act as if they're some sort of god, and they act as if they're a righteous person, when in reality you're not righteous in any way. You're just complaining on the internet because you don't like something, essentially. If you don't like something, who cares? You know, I don't like fucking Call of Duty, but I don't sit here and make, well, I did do a Black Ops 4 video, but I don't particularly, for example, I don't like FIFA, but I don't make 20 videos saying, oh, I hate FIFA. You know, I don't like particularly like, I don't know, what else don't I like? Frozen. I don't like Frozen. I think it's a pile of shit. But I know that people do like it, so, you know, I'm not going to sit here and make videos as to why I hate it and post on Facebook, I hate Frozen or all this shit. I don't like it, and that's me. That's my opinion. And if you don't like, you don't respect it, then that's fine. But at the end of the day, I don't like it. But am I posting things on the internet about it? No, I'm not. Am I trying to ban it? No, I'm not. Because essentially, you're making the world a better place you're trying to make the world a better place. You're not actually, do you know what, actually? Anyone who does that, you think you're trying to make the world a better place. You're doing it for you. You're trying to make a better place, the world a better place for you, because you don't like something. I'm not saying you, whoever's watching the video, I'm just, you know, in general. If you complain on the internet, the end of the day, and you try and change something, you're trying to do it for you. You're not thinking of other people. You're trying to do it for you at the end of the day. But that being said, this has been something a bit different. I don't know if you guys will enjoy this sort of thing, but nonetheless, I'm going to end the video there. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, and of course, comment below. Let me know what you think what your opinions are on this whole Tumblr issue, and do you actually believe that social media shouldn't be about containing people, and people should automatically know what's right and wrong anyway, and those people who don't know what's right and wrong and go for the wrong, they're the ones that should be punished, not everyone else, is basically what I'm trying to say. And of course, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Been a bit more of a serious tone video today, but hopefully we can go back to having some more fun with the ASMR. And of course, Dead Island hopefully will be coming sooner rather than later. Anyway, guys, have a nice day. And check out all these social media links in the description below before we get censored on there and we can't even post YouTube videos like this anymore. Take care and bye-bye.